What up, YouTube? Just wanted to make a quick video. It's Saturday afternoon. I'm feeling good. I've had a productive day. I got my whole house cleaned up, got some things organized, got some tax documents taken care of, and I'm making a ton of great YouTube content. So stay tuned for the next week or two. I mean, stay tuned all the time, but especially for the next week or two. I have a lot of content coming out and some really interesting topics. I'm touching on some tools that are going to help you guys make more money online, do things more efficiently, etc. But what I wanted to talk about today was being a self-starter and being self-motivated, but specifically the self-starter part. So my business partner made a comment the other day about a lady he used to work with, and he basically said, she's the type where he worked in a restaurant, I should add, and he said she was the type where if sales were coming in, she's never going to take the step or never going to take the initiative to improve things. Why? Well, sales are coming in, I can just kind of sit back and coast, and it's easy and it doesn't require any work, and as long as sales are consistent, why try to improve, or why do anything else? And a lot of people are like that. You're not a bad person if you're like that, but you're not the type of person I want working for me, and you're not the type of person that's going to find success on your own. You're always going to be working for somebody else. And why is that? Well, it's because, especially when you're working for yourself, when you have a boss, there's a boss to kind of keep on your butt and make sure you're doing stuff. But especially when you're working for yourself, or you're self-employed, or you're trying to start a new business, you need to be the one pushing yourself forward. There's nobody there to do it for you. But in this example, my partner kind of said, she's not a self-starter. She's not extra motivated. So if sales are coming in, she's not going to do anything about it. Now, quite honestly, if sales slumped, she probably wouldn't do anything about it either. But at least there, it might give her a little bit of a push to, okay, we got to pick sales back up again. But she's never the type of person who would try to find a way to cut costs and make the company more profitable. She's never the person who would come up with some new marketing initiative to try to drive sales even further. She's kind of content just sitting back and coasting. Now, when it comes to making money online, working for yourself, making money, being an entrepreneur, etc., you got to be driven and you got to be a self-starter. And I'm not criticizing anyone, but a lot of people, when they come to me for coaching and things like that, I really need your help. I'm unhappy with my job. I need to start making some money. I want to sell on eBay. I want to sell on Amazon. And I ask them, do you have an eBay or Amazon account? Well, no, I need your help for that. You don't need my help for that. Anybody who knows how to turn on a computer and knows how to send an email knows how to sign up for something like eBay or Amazon. I would expect, before you come to me for help or anybody else for help, you try to do something yourself first. And I actually heard, I can't think of the YouTuber's name, but there's another YouTuber who I watch for motivation and tips and everything else. And I thought he had a real good analogy for his coaching. He talked about how his coaching costs, I don't know, it's like something like $1,200 an hour or something like that. And he said, look, don't come to me as a complete newbie. He said, not that I don't want business, not that I wouldn't help you, but you're wasting your time and you're wasting my time. And the way he explained it, I thought this was a really good way of explaining it. If you have a 4 or 5-year-old kid and you're wanting to get him started with hockey, are you going to go hire Wayne Gretzky to coach him at hockey? Probably not. Why? Well, A, because Wayne Gretzky is incredibly expensive, but B, your 4 or 5-year-old kid doesn't need Wayne Gretzky. Your 4 or 5-year-old kid doesn't even need a coach. Your 4 or 5-year-old kid just needs you, their mom or dad, to tie their skates for them, because they probably don't know how to tie shoes. So probably for the first few months of their hockey education, all they need is you, their parent, to tie their shoes for them so that they can go out and skate. They can get out there and they can kind of, shuffle around on the ice a little bit. And maybe once they pick up their skills a little bit and they learn how to skate, maybe then you enroll them in some kind of park district program. And it's not going to be Wayne Gretzky coaching them, right? It's going to be some park district coach who, it may just be a parent, it may be some guy who played hockey a little bit when he was younger. But that's all your kid really needs. He needs somebody to explain the rules of hockey to him, to show him how to hold the stick, to show him how to handle a puck, etc. And as he progresses, okay, so, after Pee-wee hockey or whatever else, okay, now he's in grade school and he gets a little bit of a better coach. And then when you get to high school, you have coaches who, that's their, granted they're probably a teacher, but you have coaches who, they're a hockey coach. That's what they do. Maybe they played some college hockey or something like that. And maybe you take your kid to some after-school hockey training program or something, and maybe there's a former minor league hockey player who's hosting the thing, and you learn from him. You don't really need Wayne Gretzky until maybe you're a college hockey player, maybe you even make the NFL. the NFL, I'm sorry, the NHL, maybe even make it in the NHL. The people who need Wayne Gretzky's coaching are people who are already either professional or semi-professional hockey players. It's people who are already at the peak of their game. And when you're one of the best hockey players out there, you can't go back to the old high school. I mean, I guess you could. You can learn stuff from everybody, but when you're, a professional hockey player, you're not going to go back to your high school hockey coach to get stick handling tips or, tips about how to do things in a game or something like that. Who are you going to go to? You're going to want a mentor who's just above your level or who's higher than you. So at that point, when you're a professional hockey player, you're going to go to Wayne Gretzky and you're going to be like, Wayne Gretzky, I know everything there is to know about hockey for the most part. I know the fundamentals. I know how to handle a puck. I know how to, read a defense, etc. But I need you to help me take my game to the next level. And maybe Wayne Gretzky will watch some game film with you and say, you're doing this, you need to do this. Or when I played, I did this. So somebody who's an elite hockey player needs Wayne Gretzky to coach him and take him to that next level. Somebody in Pee Wee hockey does not need Wayne Gretzky to coach him. And I'm not by any means comparing myself to Wayne Gretzky. I'm far from the best person out there at internet marketing, Amazon, FBA, whatever. Do I do okay for myself? Yeah. Do I know a fair bit about it? Yeah. I'm not cocky at all. I'm not by any means trying to compare myself to the Wayne Gretzky of affiliate marketing. But my point here is, don't contact me or anybody else out there. And I don't say this like don't waste my time. I'm trying to save you money and save you from wasting your own time. Don't go pay somebody. I typically charge about $200 an hour for coaching, and I honestly feel bad even charging that much because to most beginners, you're not going to get $200 value out of my coaching because most beginners want to know, how do I put up an eBay listing? You don't need to pay me $200 an hour to teach you how to put up an eBay listing. You can go watch a YouTube video on it, or you can read eBay help pages. When you're at the very, very basic level, you don't need a coach. You need to get out there and get started yourself and try to start doing some things yourself and making some mistakes yourself. And once you kind of get a grasp of things and you want to take your game to the next level, then hire someone or find someone or pay someone to coach you. But don't call me or anybody else before you've even set up an eBay account and say, I need your help. What you need to first do is go set up your eBay account, go set up your Amazon account, go set up some social media profiles meant to promote those accounts, go start listing some stuff on eBay, go start listing some stuff on Amazon. If you run into a problem, try to figure it out yourself, whether that means going to YouTube, Googling the problem, etc. And if you still can't figure out the problem, okay, fine, maybe hire someone or get a coach or something like that. But you really need to be getting started yourself, learning some things the hard way, making some mistakes, and actually learn the system. And at that point, if you're struggling or there's something you need assistance with, by all means, bring somebody in to help you. But don't try to get a coach before you've even set up an eBay program. I haven't been doing coaching for a while because I've just been too busy with my own stuff. But probably 3 months ago, I was working with someone who contacted me through YouTube or Fiverr or something like that. And they were paying me $200 an hour to coach them. And they were asking me how to set up an eBay account, what username to come up with. And I mean, granted, those are things that new people wonder about, but reach out to the internet and somebody on Reddit will answer those questions for you for free. You really don't need to pay me $200 an hour to say, okay, click sign up for the account. Attach this account to an email. Attach your PayPal account to this eBay account. Set up your store preferences. It's time to do your first listing. You're going to click sell now. You're going to type in the title. You're going to type in the description. If you're paying me $200 an hour for that, you are throwing your money down the toilet. I'll tell you right now, because why? You don't need me to explain stuff like that to you. Like I said, any YouTube video will explain that to you. There are eBay help pages to explain that to you. There are eBay forums. There's an eBay subreddit. There's a lot of places you can get that very elementary information completely free without paying somebody. So, I mean, if you're paying me $200 an hour, you're not wasting my time. I'm more than happy to make $200 an hour to show you how to set up an eBay account, but you're wasting your own money and you're wasting your own time because it's completely unnecessary. So that's what I mean about being a self-starter, I can kind of relate to that in terms of I'm not the handiest guy. So I remember when I bought my first house, it was a foreclosure. It needed a lot of work. And I was scared to do stuff myself, like, ooh, I don't know if I want to bust up this tile on the floor because what if I do it wrong or what if I damage something? But really, at the end of the day, I'm busting up tile on the floor. Take a hammer, go smash the stuff, get one of those scrapers, scrape up the tile. And what I did, I finally told myself, quit sitting around saying I don't know how to do this and just start doing stuff. And if you screw something up, so be it. You call somebody to come in and fix it later. But I finally kind of got over that fear of failure or messing up or whatever, and just started tearing into the stuff. And there were a few... Beans, quiet! Sorry, my dog. There were a few pretty bad mistakes. I remember at one point, I was taking down a range hood, and I had a pair of like wire cutters or something, and I was literally just about to snip a live wire and electrocute myself. And for some reason, something in the back of my head was like, maybe I'll leave this for later. And I left it for later, and my girlfriend at the time, her brother came over and helped me. He was like, dude, you're about to cut a live wire, and he shut off the electricity, and he was able to disconnect the hood properly. But I was frustrated, and I was just going to take a pair of wire cutters and snip it right off. But, like I said, I understand the same way. I bought a bunch of materials to work on my house. I didn't know exactly what I'm doing. And I'm like, do I really want to make this first cut myself? Because this strip of wood cost me $12, and if I screw it up, I got to go buy another one and start all over, and I'm bringing somebody in to pay for it. But eventually I just tried doing stuff myself, and I screwed up a lot, and it probably cost me a little bit of money, but so be it. Nothing was damaged beyond repair. I didn't electrocute myself. So my point for you guys, whether you're getting started in e-commerce, Kindle publishing, YouTube content creation, or anything else, get started yourself, make some mistakes, learn from your mistakes, learn through trial and error, learn by doing. And when you hit a roadblock, try to figure out that problem yourself, whether that means going to YouTube. You can find an answer to almost every problem out there on YouTube, whether you need to go to some blog, Reddit, Yahoo Answers. Try to reach out for free help. And if all that fails, then come to somebody like me or some other coach or mentor or whatever else and hire somebody to help you. But you really have no business hiring someone to help you unless you've tried to do it by yourself already. There was one other comment I wanted to make in terms of kind of this whole conversation. I don't know. It slipped my mind. But the whole point of this, if you want to be an eBay seller, Amazon seller, self-employed, whatever, you have to be a self-starter and you have to be able to motivate yourself. And if you can't do that, learn how to do that before you do anything else. So if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. That'll be right on the bottom right of this video. If you're not subscribed to my channel, just below the bottom left, click that subscribe button there. If you guys have questions, comments, ideas for videos, anything like that, leave a comment in the comment section below. And as always, if you guys want to reach out to me, I'm really terrible at responding to email these days. I'm just too busy, and like people write me really long emails and I got to read it, and I try not to do crappy responses back. So like unless I actually have time to get back to you, I typically don't. So the best way to get a hold of me is probably on Twitter, because I can just 140 characters back to you. My Twitter name, whatever, is @rules4rebels. You can leave comments on here. I'm pretty good about responding to YouTube comments. Or if you have a bunch of questions you want to ask me, just go over to Fiverr, buy my mini coaching gig. It's I will coach or consult you. If you buy that, you can ask me any 5 questions. All it costs you is $5. All I make off it is $4, but at least that puts me on a time clock, and I'm forced to respond to you in a timely manner. I'm more than happy to help you guys for free, and I will answer emails for free and respond to your questions and stuff like that. It's just it may take me 2 days to get back to you. It may take me 2 weeks. It may take me 2 months. I'm really bad about responding to emails. I'm really sorry about that, guys. But again, either YouTube comments or Twitter or Fiverr is probably the best way to get a hold of me. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you guys have a good weekend, and we'll talk to you next time.